Welcome in H-Town. This is the Solid Grip coming to you live at 5. No time for jive. We have some most wonderful and interesting things to talk about in the world of sports right after this here. Yeah, welcome in H-Town. You are now tuned in to the Solid Grip coming to you live at 5. No time for jive. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, alongside me, Ping Wilson. I'm telling you right now, we got some sizzling things to talk about. But before we do that, we need y'all to do us a favor. What's that favor? I'm going to let you know right now as soon as my things start acting right. But we'll have this scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but we want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your partners, with your family. And understand this before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, that this show is the flavor for your ear, okay? And that's the barbecue sauce for your ribs. And it's also the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted and misconstrued, okay? So in the world of sports, the very first thing that we want to talk about, also, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. If I didn't say that already, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this link. Hit that little bell so you don't miss a thing from The Solid Grip. Also, check out my father on his solo show. On the other hand, he got some wonderful things to talk about on there, especially his small 41-second clip that's about Deion Sanders becoming the coach of Jackson State University. Y'all check that out. Check that out. It's wonderful. Also, check me out on Grip It and Rip It Sports. Your boy's doing big things, man. So let's get straight out into this thing, man. So here's the thing, Pop. The coronavirus is still real, right? It's still getting people sick. People are still contracting it. People are still giving it to other people. People are still out here not wearing masks. People are still not doing the things that are responsible for doing when we're dealing with a pandemic of this sort. So with that being said, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans have had to postpone their game to week 7. Now, here's the thing. Week 7 supposedly was supposed to be a designated bye week for each team, but they had to move it in that slot. So that tells me, Pop, that, hey, look, they're not going to have too much wiggle room. These players need to stay on top of their game, man, and make sure that they live in a bubble-like situation wherever they are. And that's not they're doing it now. Obviously, somebody tripped up, slipped up, and did something they wasn't supposed to be doing. But man, like, what do you think, man, about the irresponsibility of the players or coaches or whomever this falls on, especially knowing football is back in full swing, and pretty much all teams have been doing a good job at, staying away from the virus and not contracting it so that we can play ball.
Yeah, Rich, I mean, you've almost got to wear your mask like you put on your shirt or your pants. I mean, it's got to be that formidable, because if you don't, man, I mean, if you catch yourself, say, walking in a convenience store or whatever, man, you didn't hey, man, you putting yourself at risk. You're putting other people at risk. And, that's the thing that I find myself doing, man. I found myself today in my car driving Uber, and I got a bubble in my car with my mask on. It's become habit, and everybody's gonna have to do that until we get control of this thing, man. You think about Cam Newton, okay? Where did he get it from? Nobody has an idea. I think Cam's married.
Right.
I think he 1 or 2 children and stuff, and so you just never know, man. I mean, it's almost like, hey, I put my shirt on, I put my mask on. I put my shoes on, I put my mask on, and keep them on. You don't walk around with your shirt off. You don't walk around with your pants off. So the other thing about it, Rich, is the wiggle room that you talk about. I think mid-season, the NFL gonna have to reconvene, the Players Association and the league management, and they're gonna have to kick back the Super Bowl. They're gonna kick back the playoffs, because at some point, man, it's somebody else is gonna get it, and they don't have any wiggle room. Let's just say hypothetically, Pittsburgh, it hits Pittsburgh,
Right.
and they have to cancel a game. Well, Rich, they're not gonna play 16 games. So that's what I'm saying, man. The NFL didn't leave themselves any wiggle room, okay? And so, as it is, they've had to change dates with the with the Titans. I'm not with the Titans, with the Ravens, in order to accommodate them playing the Titans and stuff. And
kind of
so
let you know they don't really have a contingency plan, right?
nothing, Rich.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, like I say, man, I just, I hope they make it, man. I mean, I was listening to, my boss, my head coach, and he was saying how, man, how are we doing it when, everybody else, we don't have the testing like everybody else. We don't have the things that the CDC are asking the NFL and the college football to do and stuff in order to them to have people in the stands and even to be able to play the games and so far so good. But hey, man, I mean, I just think it's like playing like shooting crap, man. I mean, you just never know when you're gonna crap out, man. And it's as you look what's going on in the White House, man. I mean, the president gets it, wife gets it. The people around him got it, and you never know who else, man. And I don't want to get into the political thing, but I'll be honest with you, man. I think that the debates and all that, they need to shut that down, man. I mean, this thing is, listen, we've turned into the fall, okay? The leaves are turning brown, okay? There's all type of allergies in the air. I just think we out here playing Russian roulette, man. I mean, I just think that at this point, if you don't have to be somewhere, man, you don't need to be there.
Right.
If you don't go somewhere, hey, man, I see, I took a lady to Galveston Saturday, man, and the beach was full and stuff. And I'm thinking, nobody got masks on and stuff, man. People just don't get it, man.
Right.
They just don't get it. And I mean, I hope and pray that, that people survive this thing, man. But I mean, there's just so many people out there putting themselves and other people at risk. And I just think it's almost asinine for people to think, well, hey, I got this nipped in the bud. No, you don't. Your sister and my daughter just came through it, man. And so, it's a situation where, she's just getting back her sense of smell and stuff, man. And still, she said, I mean, not trying to scare anybody and stuff, but she can't hardly walk upstairs without being out of breath and stuff, man. And so, this thing's serious, man. This is serious, and people got to take it serious. So, man, it's like I said, people have got to start understanding we're not out the woods, not by any means whatsoever.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Pop. I shared something on my Facebook Live, just really quick to put this in here, that people that are in Christ, okay, no one else, but people that are in Christ and people that are not in, you can listen to this too, okay, this will benefit you. But there's this big saying out there right now that I'm covered in the blood, I don't have to worry about this disease. Yes. I'm good, right? Yes. And what I did was I did a live video on Philippians chapter 2 verses 25 through 30, which talks about a man by the name of Epaphroditus who actually went to minister to Paul, and he got sick to the point of death, the scriptures say, but the Lord spared him and Paul for his sake. So that lets you know that believers that are covered in the blood can still get sick. Yes. And we correlate that with what's going on with the pandemic right now. And people just really need to take heed that this thing is serious, man. It's serious like the flu, like pneumonia, like anything else that can kill you, especially because this is a morbid disease, right? So basically, it needs help to live, and it needs help to kill you. So if you somebody that's overweight and you catch this virus, your chances increase on you actually dying from it because it's comorbidity. But that does not mean that it can't kill you if you're in great shape. So I think people just need to take it more serious, man, and hopefully, relative to the NFL, that they start doing the same, man. Not just because we want football, but because, man, this thing is real and it's not safe to not be safe. So, yeah, man. We talked about this a little bit, but hopefully. Well, we were hoping that it would produce a Tuesday night game because that's what was talked about. It, man, that would have been a wonderful thing, man. But that's not what's going to happen because they've decided to just move it back and they switch some things around. I don't know why they wouldn't do Tuesday night football. That would be genius. You understand? But they're not going to do that. So we're going to live with week 7. I still can't wait to see the game. It's going to be a good matchup between, probably two of the best offensive lines in the league. and that's gonna be a wonderful thing to see, man. But sticking with football, Pop, I want to get to my team, man, the Houston Texans. And here's the thing, Pop. Apathy is what is on the minds and the hearts of all fans of the Houston Texans. Basically, what I mean is we're to the point where we don't care whether the Texans win or lose. Even if you're a winner, you want to win games, but you kind of want to lose because I think everybody now, including me, who has been effusive in my praise for Bill O'Brien, because I like his demeanor, but he's not getting the job done. And it's not that he can't get it done, and it's not that he doesn't have the will to get it done. His hands are tied because of whether it be his stubbornness, whether it be personnel. The fact of the matter is he is really, really a detriment to the development of Deshaun Watson, and that's a problem. For so many years, Houston Texans fans out there that get an opportunity to watch this, for so many years, y'all know we were one quarterback away from a championship. I can remember in 2011, we came out that year. We were probably, if not the best team in the AFC, we were one of the best teams in the AFC, right next to the Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we were in those talks, man. And Matt Schaub couldn't get the job done. If you had a guy like Deshaun Watson at that time, and he probably was in middle school, but if you had the likes of Deshaun Watson at that time, it ain't no doubt in my mind, we would have got what we needed to be. But Pop, here's the thing. We have the quarterback of the future. But the problem is he doesn't have the players around him that he needs to succeed. And he doesn't more so or moreover have the coaching. And I think for that reason, and I kind of want you to speak on it and tell me what you think about this. I think the best thing to happen right now at this appointed time is the abolishment of Bill O'Brien. He needs to go. Again, he's hindering the development of Deshaun Watson. Mike Devlin definitely needs to go. He's not developed the offensive lineman there. Every offensive lineman that we've had there since he's been there, they've gone somewhere else and they've thrived. And as a matter of fact, all of them are starting. And I wish I had the list in front of me. One of them is Xavier Su'a-Filo. Okay, he went to Dallas, started there, and now I believe he's in Cleveland, and he's starting there. So, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but there are a lot of administrative things that need to change, or else Deshaun Watson is going to be the next Dan Marino or Andre Johnson or J.J. Watt, whose career is just going down the drain, like the likes of Saquon Barkley and the likes of Julio Jones, people of that nature. What do you think is the future of the Houston Texans, Pop, from this point, now that we're 0-4 on the season?
Well, I mean, I'm less optimistic today than I was yesterday, Rich, simply because of the 0-4 start, the fact that the Titans are undefeated, the coach just won. I think Jacksonville's maybe won a game or two, but it's going to be really, really hard for the Texans, unless they run the table to make the playoffs. You look up in our division, up in the AFC North and stuff, we're 3-0. The Ravens are 3-1, and Cleveland's 3-1. So, I mean, even with the expanded format for the playoffs and stuff, it's going to be really, and I'm not saying they can't do it, but I don't have answers for what is wrong with the Texans, man. This is a good football team to me, man. This is a team that was in the playoffs last year. And you didn't have that big of a turnover and stuff. I know losing Hop hurt and stuff, man, but you still got 22 other players that you line up on offense and defense, and I'd say at least 75% of those guys are back. And I don't have my finger on the pulse of what's wrong, man. I mean, I know that the guys are playing hard. I know they got pride and stuff, but I don't know, is it you snake bit or what, man? But I totally agree that if something don't change here pretty soon, man, you guys gonna be looking at, because I mean, your schedule don't get any easier. I mean, people saying it gets easier and stuff. You get Jacksonville next week, that's not a gimme. Then you got Green Bay, that's not a gimme. You got New England. I mean, there's just not a lot of gimmies on your schedule, man. I mean, you know, Detroit maybe, but you got to go there Thanksgiving Day and stuff, and those people that, you know, that's a tradition for them and stuff, man. You could very easily be looking at 4-12 and stuff, man. And the thing about it is, you don't have a number 1 or number 2 pick. I mean, at least
man,
could have something to look forward to, man, and stuff. But I mean, gosh, Lee, man. I mean, it may be a situation, man, where at the end of the season, you guys may have to trade off a lot of guys, man, just to
Yeah,
get
and let me jump in there
draft
real
picks
quick,
to
Pop. I
rebuild
think
stuff. Yeah.
I think that it's important. No, you just alluded to something that we don't have a first or second round pick, and I think the important thing is that look, if we go 4-12, since we can't capitalize on draft position, since we don't have a first and a second, you got to get rid of Bill O'Brien, man. That's going to be the only thing that is going to, you know, really make the fans feel good about what's going on. No one wants to lose the way that we're losing. But again, like I said, apathy is what is in the hearts of our fans right now. We just in a place where like, man, whatever. You know what I mean? We don't care. We got a real cavalier, nonchalant attitude about it. You know, you mentioned the Jaguars. Minshew Mania went 27 for 40, 351 yards and 2 touchdowns today. DJ Chark is back. He caught 2 touchdown passes today. We by no means have a pushover schedule. Right after the Jags, we play Green Bay. You know, and they're playing out their minds right now. So, man, we in some serious trouble, man. And Deshaun doesn't deserve this, man. He really doesn't, man. I watched the game today, and man, he looked like himself. He looked a little bit more comfortable, but the play calling just does not fit his scheme. Here we are again, Pop. He goes another game and he's not running the football. They're not utilizing that skill set, and that's a problem. Looks like I lost you there, but it's a problem, man. And yeah, we there's a lot of things that we had to get together, but I'm at a place right now where I'm comfortable with what is happening, because in order for there to be okay, there you go, you're back. In order for there to sometimes people don't know it's a problem until it's a problem. And with us losing these games, I would rather us go 4-12 and Bill O'Brien be gone than us to, you know, have a good run down the stretch, go 8-8, don't slip off into the playoffs. But then Cal McNair's like, well, look what Bill O'Brien did. He came back from 0-4 and won us those games. Look like I lost him all the way. He'll get back in here, y'all. But yeah, for Houston Texans fans out there, look, man, keep your heads up. We got to keep pressing as fans. You're gonna be a fan of the city, man. We can't control what's going on right now with the city of Houston. But what we can do is we can hope for the best. I'm a person that, you know, expects the worst but hopes for the best. And that's what I'm doing in this situation. I'm elated that we have a quarterback that is, you know, has elite talent. I'm not gonna say he's an elite quarterback, but he has elite talent. But he's being hindered in his development, and that's clear to see. And that's kind of the scary thing. You don't want to get a quarterback that good, because we had a guy that was really good, a guy in David Carr. David Carr was a good quarterback, but he didn't have any time to throw the football, so he couldn't really do what he wanted to do. Okay, so I don't know if my old man's gonna get back in here, man. Hey, anyone that's watching, appreciate you for watching, man. Look, share this link with your people, with your partners, with your family, and understand, man, that this show is the flavor for your wings, okay? The barbecue sauce for your ribs, the sugar for your Kool-Aid, not your tank. Don't get it twisted or misconstrued, you understand? So, yeah, yesterday, man, I had a fun day with my boys just to talk about something, to give my old man some time to get back in here. But, man, I did something I haven't done in a while, man, and I fired up the pit, both of them, matter of fact, Kingsford, and I put some ribs on, I put some chicken on, I put some sausage on, and I put some hot dogs on. And I'm talking about it was smoking, no joking. You understand? It was smoking, no joking out there. You know, I know it's that kind of barbecuing where you down the street and you like, man, somebody barbecuing because you smell it in the air. That's what was going on yesterday. Threw it down, toe up them ribs, man. You know, them ribs be so good when you're eating them. The meat gets stuck off in between your teeth, and you wish you had a toothpick at the time. Didn't have one, but you're using your tongue trying to get it up out of there, man. Yeah, it was that finger licking good right there. Chicken was really good. Looks like we got him back here. Bloom, let's put him in. Pop, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Okay, all right, man. Look, let's rapid fire, man. We at 1930 already, but man, let's get into these Lakers, man. They're 2-0 to right now. They play tonight. This is what I think, Pop. I think that the Lakers are not playing. I never thought that they could beat the Rockets in a 7-game series. I didn't think that they had, you know, the physical acumen to do so, unless LeBron showed up as King James and not LeBron James. and that's exactly what he did. And he's done that throughout these playoffs, and he's on a mission, Pop. And Lakers are up 2-0. This is the first time LeBron has been up 2-0. 2-0. Hey, man. Hey, by the way, shout out to the people that are watching right now, man. Share this link with your people, with your partners, man. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all stay tight with the solid grip, man. But look, yeah, Pop, he on a mission. And I honestly think that Miami might still win, but I think, man, this thing gonna get done real quick. How you feel about it?
Well, I tell you what, they may steal the one tonight, man. They up 11 in the first quarter, man, and the Lakers can't buy a basket. So we'll see. They're gonna have to really, really rally to get back tonight. But yeah, I think LeBron is on a mission, and I think the mission is two things. Number one, he wants to win this for Kobe Bryant's wife and children and stuff, and dedicate the trophy to them. Number two, LeBron has been away from his family, man, his wife and his kids, man, since they went in the bubble and stuff. And my goodness, man, I mean, that's a long time, man. So he's ready to get back to LA, get with his family and stuff, man, and enjoy his family because he loves his boy, his sons, playing high school basketball. The other ones getting ready to go into high school and stuff. And from what I understand, his daughter, although only about 5 or 6 years old, is going to be good too. So, yeah, man, it's amazing that, he's had the discipline, man, and it shows you just the level of maturity that he has, man, and that because, I mean, he ain't been out catting. I mean, he's a devoted husband and stuff and father and stuff, but he's also devoted to this basketball team and them winning a championship and, like I said, winning it for Vanessa Bryant and her daughters.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. He's definitely on a mission to do that. Again, shout out to y'all that's watching. Share this link with your people, with your partners, with your family. Thank you. Yeah, man, he's on a mission. Yeah, I know they down right now, 11. Actually, no, they down 13 now. But the Heat coming out firing. They got to. They down 2-0, man. You know what I mean? But they was up in game one by I can't remember 20 plus points, and the Lakers just said, no, this ain't what's happening. We're going to come on back and we're going to do what needs to be done. And I think that they're going to take this thing in 5. I think Miami will sneak one. Maybe it'll be the one tonight. We'll find out and see here. But, man, let's rapid fire, man, and look at Major League Baseball playoff picture, man. So, first of all, man, I said this when we first started talking about the playoffs for Major League Baseball. Shout out to San Diego, man. I really cut that young team. They remind me of Astros. Tatis, man, he is a beast, man. He's a beast, and they don't like him, man. The league don't like him. He back flipping, he home runs all over the park. And a lot of them old school watchers, and you might be one of them. I never asked you this question. Let me ask you right now, how do you feel about the bat flip? When it ain't your team that's doing it, or if it is your team doing it.
You talking about the Yankees?
No, I'm talking about somebody hits a home run and flips the bat.
Oh, the bat flipping. Nah. Hey, man, listen. I learned a long time ago, man, that you can't live in the past, man. I mean, it may not be something I enjoy and stuff, but that's just the way of the world. That's just the way of athletics now, man. I mean, talking trash and stuff like that, man. When I was coming up, man, you better not talk no trash, man. You get your teeth slapped out, man. But that's just the way of the world now, man. And so, I accept that as part of the game. I mean, guys use it to get hyped off of and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, it's just a part of the game now, man. And Tatis, I mean, as long as he could continue to hit that baseball like he's been hitting and stuff, I guess it's gonna be fine. But again, it's something that's accepted now, and just like throwing at people, man. I could never get ready for that, man. How it was okay for you, I mean, to retaliate, throw a baseball 90 miles an hour towards somebody's any part of their body, man. I don't want to. I got hit with a baseball, man, and that's just not a lot of fun. But again, it's a part of the game, and it's something accepted, and so I have to accept it like everybody else.
Yeah, like you could throw a baseball at 97 miles an hour at somebody's head, but somebody can't bat flip after they hit a home run. But Tatis, he don't care about none of that, man. He's bringing his young self to the game, and he's a dynamic player. Also, shout out to Derek Jeter, man. I know you shouted him out last time. Sir. Look, man, you got to respect that, man. You got to respect that black man. You got to respect him, man, because
And see, Rich, the thing about it
Go ahead.
was when he was trading off all those players and stuff, man, everybody's saying, "What, you don't know what he's doing,
I
man."
remember. Me too. I was like, what the heck he doing? Yeah.
It really seemed that way, man. Like, come on, Jeets, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Giancarlo Stanton was just the MVP, and you trade him and stuff. But look at him now, man. And
Yep.
you gotta feel good for him, man, because hey, he had to have gotten his pattern from Brian Cashman. I mean, Cashman has been the GM for the Yankees for years and years and years, and he just watched how Cashman did it, man. How Cashman used the draft to draft him and Andy Pettit and Mario Rivera and you know, all those guys came through our Jorge Posada. Those guys came through our farm system and then mixed in the A-Rods and people like that and stuff. But yeah, man, absolutely, man. And he don't have the money that the Yankees have. I mean, the Yankees got a gold mine because they got that Yes Network and stuff, man, that makes them millions and millions of dollars and stuff. But just the way Cashman went about building the Yankees, Jeter has followed that pattern, and he is in the second round, man. So yes, sir. I tip my hat to him. Rich, are you still there? Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead on and stuff. There's a lot of other things going on in the world of sports. The great Bob Gibson passed away. The flamethrower for the St. Louis Cardinals and stuff. He was 84 years old. And an ironic, man, that I guess it was just last month. Tom Seaver, the great Hall of Famer for the Mets, passed away. Man, we've lost a lot of good people in sports this year, man. I mean, starting back in, I guess it was February when we lost Kobe Bryant and stuff. So, you know, hey, man, you got to tip your hat to those guys and stuff. And, hey, guys, in your spare time, say a prayer for those guys' families and stuff. Although, you know, they lived a long time and stuff, they still will be missed on this earth. Moving right along and stuff, what about the Astros? Their mojo back. We lost Richard. There he is. He's back with us and stuff. Okay.
You were still here, man. That's crazy. You were still here. They kicked me out before they kick you out. I don't know what. That's the first time that's ever happened. But yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back like I never left, man. Yeah, Pop. I don't know what you was talking about, but
I'm talking about Bob Gibson first. I mentioned how Bob Gibson had passed away recently. Right. Tom Seaver, the great pitcher for the Mets, passed away last month. And you know, earlier on in the year, we lost Kobe Bryant. So we've lost quite a few. And that's just those are the ones off the top of my head that I thought about. That you know, just great players in their particular sports and stuff, and also I just talked about the Astros, and I was just my question to our listening audience: do they have their mojo back? You know, Carlos Carrera seemed to think that, hey man, they the team to beat and stuff. So how do you feel about that, Rich?
I wish he wouldn't have said that, Pop. First of all, let me say this. Shout out to Carlos Correa. You might not ever see this, man, but he got the biggest sack, man, on our team, man. And I appreciate that. Honestly. The way he stepped up in the offseason, the way he told, you know, he came out, he wasn't, you know, I was a little upset with Alex Bregman for not being like, you know, candid. Like, look, man, you did wrong. Say you did wrong and then move on. But Correa was like, no, we did it. We was wrong for that, point blank, period. But people that's talking all this other noise, if they don't have the facts, you know, they just shut their mouth. You know what I'm saying? And man, I can respect it. I liked it. But Carlos, come on, man. Like, what we just went through wasn't even the first round. That was like the first wave. Okay. Now we in the bubble. It's about to get real. But maybe he's that confident, man, knowing that, hey, man, we got a great team. And they do. But man, we have not shown greatness all year. We had like 3 games where the Astros looked like the Astros. So for that, the short answer is no, I don't think the Astros got their mojo back. The biggest thing that they're going to have to really, really show me in this line of the playoffs, and they have the capability of doing it, I'm seeing that, is the pitching. I really like what Framber Valdez is doing. I like what the kid is doing out of Dominican Republic, Christian Javier. I don't trust Lance McCullers at all. You know, because one game he'll pitch like Roger Clemens. You know, the next game he'll pitch like, you know, the closer we used to have here that punched himself in the face, man. That plays with Toronto now. You know what I mean? So
great.
Yeah, the pitching, man. But I think that if they beat the A's, right? Obviously, I told you this before that the Major League Baseball wants the Astros and the Yankees to play in the ALCS. So they're going to do whatever they can do right from their end. I'm telling you, man, this is politics. It's all about money. I don't care if who's a trash team. If the Seattle Mariners would have made it to the playoffs, if they would have played the Yankees, y'all still would have been on prime time. It don't matter who play the Yankees in the playoffs. If you play the Yankees, you on prime time. Period. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. That's like the no-name brand boxers that boxed Floyd Mayweather. They're getting the biggest check they ever got in their life to box somebody because nobody knows who you are, but everybody knows Floyd. And so that's what the Yankees are. If you play the Yankees, you're gonna be prime time. So they want the Astros and the Yankees to play. They don't want the A's. No one cares about the A's. This is how people feel about the A's. Well, they're making a good run. You know, they got really good pitching. The bats have really come alive, but nobody cares about that. That's not going to sell. They need the Astros for two reasons. One, because of the ongoing feud that the Yankees and the Astros have. Two, and actually there's three. Two, the conspiracy, a possible conspiracy behind the Yankees possibly cheating, holding back letters. We don't really know. And the Astros actually cheating and being caught. They need that to be in the forefront. I'm going to tell you something else. I don't know if they talked about this, but they might even be talking about allowing fans in the stands because that has to happen. That's going to be bigger than the World Series because the Dogs going to make it again. They're going to blow it. You know what I mean? They're going to make it right again and blow it. So short answer is no, I don't think the Astros got their mojo back, Pop. But let me say this, man. The clock on the wall say that's all, y'all. So, Pop, I want to ask you, man, is there anything you want to close out with before we get up out of here?
Well, again, being a high school football coach, things are in full swing. North Shore won their second game, although they don't look as good as they looked last year. I know it's early season, and those guys, like everybody else, didn't have spring practice. A lot of their games are on TV, guys, so you guys who want to see them and stuff, because they're still terrific, okay? I still predict that they'll win their third straight state championship and stuff, but they are kind of struggling early on. Klein, Kane, I think it was, gave them a pretty close game this weekend, and we won our first game at Goose Creek Memorial High School. We got homecoming this week. So, hey, guys, I know if you can't get out to see some high school football games, all of them are streamed and stuff. You can go to your local UIL website and stuff and find out what your local team, where it's being screened.
All right, y'all heard it right there, man. Look, good luck to Goose Creek Memorial. Hope y'all win your next game and many games this year. Give you an opportunity to get off into the playoffs and see what y'all can do. Bros Bet. We got a comment here. Bros Bet says North Shore should have lost to Shadow Creek. Okay, that's PJ right there. North Shore should have lost to Shadow Creek. Yeah, they should have lost to Shadow Creek. You know, Shadow Creek has a really, really good football program, but they didn't.
Absolutely, man.
They didn't.
That was their first loss in regular season in the last couple of years, man. So, yeah, they didn't play well against Shadow Creek and stuff. But hey, man, you know, Shadow Creek's moved up in that 6A, so they may meet again. Who knows?
Right. We will see. We will see. So, hey, look. Before we get out of here, we want to let y'all know, hey, man, y'all be careful out there. Mask up. Remember what I said about, Epaphroditus, okay? Everybody can get sick from this thing. It's not a game. It's not something to play with. And even if it is, why would you want to play with it and then find out that it might be real? At least you're being more safe. Even if this is a hoax, you're keeping yourself from getting flu. You're welcome. That's free game I just gave you, okay? No charge here. So, y'all share this link with your people, with your partners, with your family. Like, comment, and subscribe. We thank y'all who have listened and who will listen and watch this show. We appreciate y'all. Stick with us. We're gonna keep giving you our expert analysis from These Solid Grips. So for me, J.R. Wilson, for my father, Ping Wilson, we're These Solid Grips signing off. Grace and peace to all y'all.